first. Live, local. Good Day Oregon starts now on Fox 12 Oregon.
A U.S. Marine helicopter is shot down overnight in Najaf, Iraq, but the crew has been rescued. We'll have an update coming up.
A huge memorial will happen today for a fallen Clark County Sheriff Sergeant. A live report coming up.
And Oregon firefighters have knocked down the state's latest wildfire. Your complete 12-minute look at news, weather, and traffic at the top of every half hour. This is 12 on 12. Good morning. Welcome to the 6 o'clock hour of Good Day Oregon. It's Thursday, August 5th. I'm Kimberly Moss.
And I'm Pete Ferryman. It's wet out there. We got some rain overnight, Andy. Carson, what's going on?
Yes, well, we talked about it yesterday. Got some rain yesterday, and it went into the nighttime hours, even a little bit this morning. Could see a few more scattered showers. Most of them are dying down in the metropolitan area. Still seeing quite a bit of shower and thunderstorm activity out in the central and eastern parts of the state. I'll show you that on the radar in just a few minutes, but eventually we'll get to some sunshine through the clouds and a high temperature today of 76 degrees. That's a quick look at your weather. Now let's go to Tony Martinez in Air 12.
Thanks, Andy. Great live shot of an ODOT Comet crew stopping up the freeway there after a two-car wreck. You see both cars on flatbed tows. They're ready to go as soon as they have some of that absorbent material down to make it safe for you to drive. They'll reopen that ramp, but in the meantime, it's closed from the Fremont Bridge to 405 southbound. All traffic heading into the Northwest Industrial area, and seeing just a bit of that backup right now across the entire length of the Fremont Bridge top deck. So that's our biggest slow spot. The other delay, 5 south out of Vancouver, a bit slow because of some debris in the roadway near the area of Jansen Beach. It's still heavier than usual as you make your way south off the bridge. One wreck, 185th and Farmington Road as well. And the moment they reopen that ramp there to 405 south off the Fremont, we'll let you know about it. Meantime, back to our top story with Pete and Kim.
All right, Tony, thanks. It's 6:01. New in Iraq this morning, a U.S. Marine helicopter was shot down early this morning during fighting in the southern Iraqi city of Najaf. All of the crew members survived. We're told 2 were hurt. The UH-1 helicopter was shot down by a militia loyal to a radical Shiite cleric. There are reports that 2 Iraqi civilians were killed and 8 hurt in other fighting. 6 rebels were also killed.
Also new this morning, 5 people have been killed and 27 hurt in a minibus explosion at a police station south of Baghdad. The U.S. military says 2 rebel gunmen opened fire on guards while a third drove the bus toward the station and blew it up. The 2 gunmen escaped.
More revealing testimony is expected today as key witnesses take the stand in the 3rd day of the hearing for Private First Class Lindy England. Witnesses testified yesterday that a series of sergeants were told about the physical abuse and sexual humiliation of detainees at Iraq's Abu Ghraib prison as far back as last November, but no one ever told any officers or investigators. England is 7 months pregnant after an acknowledged affair with Charles Grainer, who is also charged in the scandal.
6:03 now. A Clark County Sheriff's deputy killed in the line of duty will be remembered today. KPTV's Mark Glyzewski joins us now with more on the memorial service for Sergeant Brad Crawford. Mark, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Kimberly. Hundreds of police officers are expected to attend this memorial for Clark County Sheriff Sergeant Brad Crawford. And these officers are coming from as far away as Arizona and Canada. And the funeral is set to happen here behind us at the New Hope Community Church in Clackamas County. Now, the 49-year-old Sergeant Crawford was killed last Friday night when a suspect rammed his patrol car while fleeing a Clark County Sheriff's deputies. Now, Robin Schreiber now faces 1 count each of first-degree murder and vehicular homicide in this investigation. And as for more details about Sergeant Crawford, he worked for the Clark County Sheriff's Office for the past 8 years, 5 of them as a detective, and he is survived by his wife and 5 children and 3 grandchildren. And police today plan to hold a memorial procession before the funeral happens this afternoon. The funeral is set to go at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Around noon today, around 250 emergency vehicles will start this procession at the amphitheater at Clark County and then head south on I-5 to I-205 and then continue south into Oregon all the way to the Johnson Creek Boulevard exit and then head over to here at the New Hope Community Church. And police expect this procession will take about an hour because the procession will be moving about 40 miles an hour. So if you're going to be out and about around the noon hour, early afternoon hours along I-5 and I-205, watch out for this procession because police will be shutting down all the entrances, exits, and ramps to the interstates while this procession makes its way through. And coming up next half hour, we'll have more details about the funeral for Sergeant Brad Crawford. For now, we are live in Clackamas County. Back to you.
All right, Mark, thank you. We'll see you again at 6:30.
Time now 6:04. A 26-year-old Portland woman is now charged with felony hit and run. Police say Misty Walton hit and killed 62-year-old Clyde Carr with her truck yesterday as he was crossing Southeast Powell near 153rd. Witnesses helped police track down Walton nearly 20 blocks away from the scene of the accident.
I asked her, I was like, why didn't you stop? I don't have a license, I don't have a license. Oh, no, I didn't stop, this is bad.
Bill Monroe says not only did Walton not have a license, she didn't have insurance either. Portland police are hoping a sketch will help them find a hit-and-run driver who killed a 13-year-old boy. Take a look at the sketch. Police think this man ran over Eve DeMaya last month as the boy was crossing the road at Southeast 80th and Foster. The suspect was driving a 1980s American-made gray or silver car with damage to the headlight. If you have any information, please call Portland Police.
Police have identified a man who was shot to death in a Portland park. 22-year-old Trevor Rowe was killed early yesterday morning at Kenilworth Park in southeast Portland. Folks living in the area say they've always considered the park a safe place.
I used to come here all the time. I was like 14. I'd be out here at like 11:30 at night. That's how safe I felt.
Some neighbors admit they've noticed people drinking and smoking marijuana in the park, but say they've never seen any violence.
2 people in Gresham are facing drug charges this morning after being accused of running a meth lab out of a home. Gresham police arrested Christine Jacob and her friend Jeremy Pronto yesterday at a house that Jacob was renting from a Multnomah County Corrections deputy. Inside, investigators found bottles of chemicals, hypodermic needles, and a variety of drugs. The house will be shut down until the owner can get it cleaned up.
A man who chatted online with a missing girl from Molalla has pleaded guilty to child sex abuse in another case. David Anderson admitted in court yesterday to contributing to the sexual delinquency of a minor and encouraging child sex abuse. He was one of the last people to talk to Cindy Lamb before she went missing last October. He was cleared in her disappearance. Police charged him with the other crimes back in March after another teenager saw him on television and came forward. The former director of the North Portland Boys and Girls Club is behind bars on rape charges. Police say 38-year-old Willie Fuller assaulted his wife last month at their Southeast Portland home. Fuller resigned from his job after his arrest. He's being held at the Multnomah County Jail on $250,000 bail.
Salem police now say a woman who reported being attacked at a local cemetery was lying. The woman was found naked, tied up, and gagged at Jason Lee Cemetery on D Street last weekend. Rachel Lynn Dorn is now facing charges of making a false police report. Salem police have not given a reason for why they believe Dorn set up the hoax.
Here's the latest now on fire season 2004. Oregon fire crews have knocked down the state's latest wildfire. A downed power line started a fire yesterday near Cave Junction. Winds quickly spread the flames. At one point, the fire threatened several homes. 200 people had to evacuate. They've since been allowed to return. Crews also had to close part of Highway 199 for a while. The fire burned about 200 acres. No one was hurt. Crews have also contained the Panorama fire near Hood River. Investigators believe lightning started this fire on Monday. The fire has burned more than 100 acres.
Oregon's largest wildfire of the season, the Log Springs fire, is also 100% contained this morning. Over the last 2 weeks, the fire scorched more than 13,000 acres. Most of the 900 firefighters who battled the wildfire will be able to head home for some rest now. Stay tuned to Fox 12 Oregon for continuing coverage of fire season 2004. We'll update you on the wildfires throughout the morning on Good Day Oregon, and we'll bring you late-breaking developments tonight on the 10 o'clock news.
6:08. I don't think anyone's more thankful for our cooler temperatures and mildly wet weather than the firefighters.
Oh, yeah. They've got to be happy about that. It's even cooling down over on the east side of the state, but they're still getting a lot of lightning strikes over there. In fact, I'll show it to you in the radar here in just a moment. But first, let's take a live shot from Air 12 so you can see what we have right here in the Portland metro area. A lot of clouds. Looks like they're just trying, the beginning stages of breaking up just a little bit here and there, and we should watch those clouds continue to break up through a good part of the day. We won't get completely clear skies, but we'll get at least partly sunny, if not partly cloudy skies. Thank you to Air 12 for that live shot this morning. Let's go to pinpoint radar for a moment. I want to show you the lightning strikes that we're getting at here towards the east side of the state. In fact, that one just popped on there as we were mentioning this. A lot up around the Hermiston area, and then we go and head on further to the south, some very small little towns out there and wilderness area. But of course, we want to keep an eye on that. Not a lot of rain associated with some of these lightning strikes, and the rain would help in case the lightning were to start a little fire somewhere to kind of douse that out. But a lot of these just lightning without necessarily any precipitation. Over here in the metropolitan area, most of our rain has died down. It's 58 degrees right now at the airport in Portland, 59 in Vancouver, 57 in Troutdale, 58 in Scappoose and Aurora, 60 in Hillsborough, and 57 in McMinnville. For the coast, you'll see maybe just a few sprinkles this morning, then clearing off to partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. Newport will see a high today of 64 degrees. You'll look for morning showers to die down to partly sunny skies in the Tillamook area, 67 the top, back down to 56 for the overnight low. Cannon Beach, Long Beach, and Astoria. You'll all work your way towards partly sunny skies after areas of morning showers. Highs around 66, lows tonight in the mid-50s. Pinpoint forecast for the Portland area. Ever so slight chance of scattered showers. As each minute goes by today, this morning, we're going to watch those showers really chances really die down to just about nothing. By noon, we'll have partly sunny skies, partly cloudy by 3 o'clock this afternoon. 69 degrees should be the temperature at noon, 76 for the high. Southwest winds at 10 miles per hour. A lot of clouds right back in the area tomorrow. They'll actually come in tonight, giving us that chance of showers and a high of only 70 on Friday. We're right back up into the mid-80s on Saturday with mostly sunny skies. Sunday, 96 for the high. Same thing for Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll see highs in the upper 80s under mostly sunny skies, some morning clouds there on Wednesday. That's a look at your weather. Now let's go to Tony in Air 12.
Hey, thanks, Sandy. Appreciate that. Some good news here. If you're traveling across the Fremont Bridge, they've cleared that 2-car wreck we've been showing you for the last hour or so. Now traffic once again flowing off the Fremont Bridge onto 405 southbound. You still see one city truck up there, but they should be gone in moments. The tow trucks with both vehicles have all left the scene. So good news there, and traffic rapidly improving across the top deck of the Fremont Bridge. Elsewhere around town, looking at some heavier than usual traffic coming south off the area of Marine Drive. You can barely make out at the center of your screen some of that fiberglass debris that had spilled from a truck earlier, keeping us slower than usual back up into Vancouver this morning. Elsewhere around town, pretty typical stuff. 84 getting a bit heavy now next to 82nd Avenue as you make your way in towards 60th, and then nice through the Hollywood district. Bunches up a bit down by the 28th Avenue area, and you can see a stall there on the right-hand E-lane, not slowing people down much. That's 5 northbound through Capitol Highway in Terwilliger, still very light there. Even southbound looking good as well. Sunset on the west side through 217, nice. All the way in over the hill at Sylvan and right down through 405. No delays for you out there this morning. That wraps up 12 on 12, a complete 12-minute look at news, weather, and traffic at the top of every half hour.
Tony, thank you. It's now 6:12. The 2-year-old conjoined twins from the Philippines have been separated after hours of surgery. We'll have up-to-the-minute details on how the toddlers are doing this morning.
And California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger makes quite an entrance in Las Vegas. We'll find out why he's there coming up. You're watching Good Day Oregon, first live local.